Hi everyone, Kerryn here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's energy forecast and insights for Monday the 9th of June through until Sunday the 15th of June 2025. As we move into this week ahead, we have Jupiter entering Cancer. So this is bringing a much softer and gentler and sensitive tone really for the year ahead. And so with this in mind, you may feel drawn to stand up. Like this energy is providing you with the inclination and the inspiration to stand up for issues that are meaningful to you, that are close to your heart, to stand up for your loved ones. Cancer has this very protective energy which allows you to stand in your own power and to be the advocate, to advocate for others, as well as for yourself. Cancer is also very much focused around family and home. So you may find yourself having aha moments or moments of clarity this week where you're like, you know what, this is more of a priority to me. This is more important to me. It's like, where do you need to reevaluate your values? You know, we want to be giving, if not equal, then we want to be ensuring that the attention and energy that you're giving to your family, home, life, your relationships, your spiritual practices, even your meaningful work, whether it's purposeful or whatever it is for you that feels purposeful, may not be your work, but potentially you could be balancing your work life with taking time out to do more of what you love. So it's like, these are really important aspects of our lives. And when they're in balance, then we are more likely to feel in harmony. We're more likely to feel energized. We're more likely to feel, I guess, a sense of well-being and happiness. And so you may be looking towards those things in this week ahead and asking yourself, am I in alignment? Are these in alignment? Where am I out of alignment in what matters most to me? On the 11th, we have the full moon in Sagittarius, and the fiery energy of Sag is going to be connecting with Eros, who is the sister planet to Mars. And she is known as the goddess of discord and strife. So we've got the energy of Mars, we've got the energy of Eros, and we've got the fiery energy of Sagittarius. And so this, again, this energy, you know, Eros is, you know, she reminds us to stand in our power, but our deeply feminine power. As she holds fiery feminine energy and power. So she supports you in, again, this theme this week of standing up for yourself, but also to ensure that you are moving beyond your perceived limitations. It's like, where are you dimming your light? Where are you playing small? What is keeping you small? And how can you rise above that? How can you move beyond that? Ask yourself these questions. It's so important. Know thyself. It is the most powerful tool for self-actualization, for spiritual evolution, for raising your level of consciousness, for connecting deeply in with your soul self. The more that you can know yourself and understand yourself, then you can move forward in your life in a more meaningful and soul-led way. So Eros is bringing this, it's like this chaotic energy. She brings chaos, but she brings chaos to awaken you to a greater sense of harmony. The chaos shakes shit up. Like, it really does. It's like, what is no longer in alignment with me? Who's not serving me? What relationships are not serving me? Who are the toxic people, or who are the people that drain my energy? Like, Where is the truth being revealed to me? I feel this is the energy that she's bringing forth this week, and under this powerful full moon. And when you can identify that, when you can stand in kind of that be observant of these themes in these areas of your life, and have a sense of detachment, like a level of detachment, curiosity, like just have this playful curiosity. All right, universe, all right, my higher self, all right, my soul. Thank you for revealing to me where I need to pay attention to areas that need change in ways that serve my best and highest good. So this full moon may feel kind of dramatic and bold in its energy. It might feel fiery. You might feel emotive. You might feel like you're on a short fuse, and there may be like these feelings and emotions and these words, like voice that's wanting to, like literally they're showing me a volcano. It was like spew forth is the words that's linked to a volcano erupting. And so it's like, pay attention to what it is within you that wants to be released, what wants to come through. And also, the full moon reminds you, especially the Sagittarius full moon, is to find the light or the spark or the joy or the sense of adventure or the fun in whatever it is that you're doing. And if it's not there, create it, right? Where a Sagittarius is very much the truth seeker. It's like spiritual evolution. It's like spiritual teachings and understandings. But there's also this, impulsivity and this playfulness and pushing the boundaries, and where else can I push a boundary? What else can I do? Where can I feel free? And so there's that energy that's coming through also with the full moon. And can you tap into that, and can you let go of this? Came through very strongly to me this morning, actually, as I was preparing for this. Where can you let go of the judgments on yourself, the judgments on others, the judgments on how you think things should be, the judgments on how you think other people should be? Obviously, we are speaking outside of, if you're in a toxic and abusive relationship, you should definitely seek support and help with that. But this is about, where are you being called? Where is your soul calling you? What are you being called to do? And again, it's a full moon, so it's about releasing. What are you ready and prepared to let go of? We can become so rigid in our judgmental thinking and our perceived expectations that you can get stuck, and you can get stuck in a loop. You can get stuck in your story. You can get stuck in your limiting beliefs. You can get stuck in your past experiences or your traumas. So where are you prepared to soften and open and allow change? And also with this full moon, we have Chiron, the wounded healer. So he's bringing in his energy to support you in identifying your identity wounds, to recognize your identity wounds, and also where in your life you have felt less than, or you felt small, or where in your life you're feeling less than or small now. And Chiron does remind us that our wounds they're the diamonds in the rough. They're the diamonds in the deepest, darkest recesses of the earth. And then as we do the inner work, this beautiful diamond is pushed up through the earth, through the deepest recesses of our shadow selves. And it's pushed out through the earth to reveal this incredible light of beauty, both inner and outward. This perfect gem, which is you in the eyes of the universe, in the eyes of the divine. You are perfect. You are whole and you are loved. So instead of allowing our wounds or our shadow to keep us locked in this cycle, can you allow the energy of Chiron to support you in recognizing the gifts in your wounds? And in doing so, that will allow you the freedom and the space to move forward in your life. Chiron was able to take his wound of abandonment and use it to fuel his compassion and care for others. So when we follow this path, this ideal, you know, and in him following this path, he became the wise healer and teacher for humanity in the cosmos. So many of us have had to experience, and I say have to because it's part of our soul plan. You know, we've made choices. We've made choices both in form and non-form, non-local and local. To have these experiences in our lives in order for us to not only experience our own spiritual evolution and soul growth, but also to inject that into the collective of humanity. So many of you, myself included, have experienced deep spiritual awakenings through our own suffering and our own struggles and our own traumas and our own wounds. And so this is the healing journey that we're on. When we can allow ourselves to sit within the darkness or the shadow, embracing the darkness, embracing the experiences of our lives. And I'm not condoning or saying that they were right if they were deep suffering and deeply traumatic. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is when we can acknowledge that we've experienced that through the lens of compassion, having compassion for ourselves, forgiving ourselves for maybe being in the wrong place at the wrong time or not making what we thought should be informed choices or decisions. There's always an opportunity for there to be the most miraculous and beautiful expansion of who you are when we can let go of the resentment, let go of the anger, let go of the fear, and allow ourselves to blossom and bloom into whoever it is that you came here to be. And that will be the pathway forward. So there's a lot that Chiron can teach us. There's a lot going on under this full moon this week. So ensure that you are listening and tuning in to your body's intuition, to your higher self's messages, and asking for help and support when and where you need it. What else do we need to know about the energies in the weekend? Venetian Galactic Council. Star being guides. Answer the call, time to shine. I love this. Guides come to us at the time in our lives when we're actually ready to expand our spiritual understanding, to expand our understanding of self and our relationship to the universe and the world around us. There are legions of star beings, our angelic friends, the spirit realm, who are on the periphery of humanity. And they are always observing and overwatching what's happening in the collective. And they are ever ready to support us in our own journeys. They're just there waiting for the invitation. And I know people say, like, there's this there can be this belief that there can often be this belief that they can't intervene. But I feel deeply in my being that that is changing rapidly and radically as things in the world are continuing to escalate. And so while we will always have our guardian angels who stand around us, and protect us, there are these incredible light beings, star beings, and we are star seeds, that are waiting. So they're with you, they're surrounding you. When you open your heart and your mind to them through meditation or automatic writing, they will come in and work with you to support you wherever you're at on your journey. And they do so with a sense of joy and unconditional love and excitement. They're just so ready to help mankind. And they have been for a very long time. We've never been alone on this Earth School journey. All right. What focus for our hearts? Loosen your grip. Oh, I love this. Coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction, and let God in. Let go of the need to control. This is like, what are you so ferociously trying to control in your life? Who are the people, the relationships, the situations, the environments that you are desperately holding onto and trying to control an outcome? When we can surrender and allow ourselves literally to fall into the arms of the divine, into the arms of the energetic galactic arms, cosmic arms of source consciousness. When we can do that and allow ourselves to be soul-led instead of head-led, then that's where opportunities will open and arise for you. That's where spontaneity can come in. That's where space is created for the influence of the universe, divine creativity, inspirational ideas, new opportunities, synchronicities. We can't be open to experiencing those when we are controlling every aspect of our lives, because there's no space and there's no room, and you're not open to experience it or receive it. So where can you surrender and let God in? Where can you surrender and open and allow yourself to become a co-creator with the universe, rather than actively forcing your will? Yes. Good stuff. Who is the goddess to support us in the week ahead? Oh, Hestia. She's divine. Hestia's serene guardian. She is the serene guardian of the hearth and home. She invites you to cherish the sacred flame of your inner sanctuary. Create peace and stability within your home and heart, and nurture your inner sanctuary. So beautifully aligned to the energy that Jupiter and Cancer are bringing in for us this week. Also with this, she's beautifully aligned to the energies of this week ahead. I hope that those messages serve you well. As always, please be kind and gentle with yourself. And be sure to check out my website to find the multiple ways in which we can work together to support you in your journey, whether it's a spiritual journey, a healing journey, or an advancement, a self-love, self-acceptance journey. I look forward to seeing you next week. Namaste. Blessed be.